So, hello fellow coin collectors and welcome to another coin video on my channel. And today we're looking at the South African Rand. So, just getting a pen. So anyway, here I have actually the whole set of coins from South Africa that actually currently circulate. Okay, so they don't all circulate. There's a few coins that actually do not circulate. So we have the 1 cent, the 2, 5 cent, 10 cent, 20 cent, 50 cent, then we have the 1 rand, 2 rand, 5 rand. And as you can guess, most currencies in this world are 1 divided into 100. So this is 1 rand divided into 100 cents. Some Middle Eastern currencies are 1 into 1,000, but that's not for today's video. And the coins that actually do not circulate are the 1 and 2 cent. So they were removed in 2001. The 5 cent was last minted in 2011, so 10 years ago. And the 5 rand, as you can see, was changed to a bimetal coin in 2004. So this one hasn't been in circulation for at least 15 years. Yeah, give or take, take about probably a year or two for it to actually be removed from circulation. But they are all still legal tender. As you can see, they're actually quite a nice design. So, if we look at the 3 smallest coins, you can see the 1, 2, and the 5 cent. So these ones are actually plain edged, and they feature birds. And the actual 1 cent of the previous series had the same bird as well as the 5 cent. The 2 cent actually was a different coin. Yeah, it had the wildebeest, which is on the current 5 rand. So on the 1 cent we have the Cape Sparrow, and on the 2 cent we have the fishing eagle. As you can see, it's got a fish, so it's going fishing. A fishing eagle. And on the 5 cent we have a blue crane. So, and these ones are copper plated steel. So it's just a steel core with copper. And if you actually look on the sides, you can see the actual side is also copper. But if you actually file it down, it should actually come to a steel core sooner or later. And these are actually quite a nice coin, even though they don't circulate. And with the current exchange rate of 11 rand to 1 Australian dollar, so this one's worth less than half a cent. And you need actually 11 of these to actually make 1 Australian cent. Then we come to the 10 cent coins, and as you can see, I've got quite a lot. So with the 10, 20, and 50 cents, you can see you have the small 10 and the large 10. So from 1990 to 95, all these coins had small numerals, and from 96 onwards, they actually had larger numerals. And also the 10 cent was bronze plated steel to 2011. Then in 2012 they actually changed it to copper plated steel. So you can see this is like a yellowish colour when it's circulated, and the copper goes a dark red colour when it's actually has a lot of patina in it. And the 10 cent has the arum lily, and these ones are actually milled. So there you go. They are rough milling. And then we have the 20 cent and the 50 cent. So I don't have any 50 cents with the actual small numbers, but the 5 was there, the 0 was there. So it actually looked a bit weird. And here we have the 20 cent with the small numbers, and the 20 cent with the large numbers. And the 20 and 50 cent have always been bronze plated steel. They didn't change it to copper at all. This one has a protea, king protea. You can probably find these in gardens in Australia. And the 50 cent is the birds of paradise, and I actually have this in my front yard. So the bird of paradise, it does come from South Africa, and it's actually not that, it's actually quite a common plant to see around in gardens in Australia, and so are the proteas. It's more like a tree, that one. And then we have the Rand coins. So here I have the small 1 Rand. So if show you the size of a 10 cent, so the 2 Rand's close to a 10 cent coin shape size. The 1 Rand's probably about, is it a $2 shape? Yeah, it looks like a, so here I've got a $2 coin, 2014, and it's close to that shape, and as you can see, this is interrupted milling. The 2 Rand is also interrupted milling. And I'll put the 5 Rand over here. And the 5 Rand is also the same. So, but they were not issued during the same time. So the 1 Rand was issued in 1990, the 2 Rand 1989, the 5 Rand in 1994. So the animals that are actually on these, as you can see, the 3 types of deer. So we have a springbok on the 1, a greater kudu on the 2, and a wildebeest, which is more like a type of cow, as far as I know, on the 5 Rand. And as you can see, they're actually the same. You can see a pretty common characteristic. So you got 1, 2, and 5 are birds, the 10, 20, and 50 have plants, and the 1, 2, and 5 Rand have mammals. And to prove that this is a 1989 first issue, this one is actually has the older coat of arms, 1989. Then in 2000 I actually changed the coat of arms to the current one. So is this one at the current one? No. So for the actual current coat of arms, we need to look at the 5 Rand. So you can see the difference in the coat of arms. Now also you can see the actual languages. So this 5 Rand has the Tonga and English. And then I didn't actually write down what language that was. But each year since 2000, South Africa actually changes the actual languages on the actual coins. So it rotates. So if you wanted to get a whole set of issues, you have to get for the last 30 years, you need for the 90s, you need 2 coins, and since 2000 you need a coin every year to get every type of variety. If you look at this coin, and we look at the actual date, I thought it was double struck, but you know, that can actually be deceiving. So that's actually quite a nice coin. I actually like South African coins, they're very interesting, as well as Botswana. Botswana is also very interesting. Now with the 5 Rand, you can see there's not much going on this side, apart from being bimetal. Here we have a security rating, so you have a South African Reserve Bank, 5 Rand, and it's similar to the Hong Kong $5, so that's where they actually get the concept from. And New Zealand also uses it. Not many countries actually use the security reading on the coin, and as you can see, it has micro print of South African Reserve Bank. So on this side it has 32, and on this side it has 25. It has Springbok. I reckon they could actually probably update it with the more secure 5 like they actually do on the 500 Japanese yen, or even the Taiwanese $50. You know, those are a lot better secured than coins like Australia. So Australian $2 is very easy to actually counterfeit. So it's actually quite a nice coin, if I don't say so myself. So here I've turned over some 10-cent coins, and as you can see I've got 2012, 2013, 14 and 15. And each of these has a different language. So that's what I mean. Unlike Australia, in which you actually, 10-cent coins, you could probably just collect one of each effigy, so that means you need 4 coins. like the 1999 and 2014 coins are pretty much the same. Might be some variety in the actual lettering, which they just change the fonts on it. But this one, you need to actually collect the different languages. And they're actually started to repeat the languages, so maybe you don't need every year, just need one set of each language. Maybe with the 10 cent, because they change metal, maybe you need 2 sets of coins for each language. So that's actually quite nice. So if you're going to buy South African coins, one thing you need to know is that since the 1960s, they decimalised. The rand has actually been fallen in value. So 1960 had equal value to an Australian dollar, and in 2000 it was equal to roughly nearly 4 rand equals 1 Australian dollar. And currently in the 2nd January it's 11.33 rand. While this is not as serious a depreciation as a lot of African currencies, it's just an indication is that if you buy rand at any time, there's a good chance it's actually going to lose its value. So as you can see, it's been pretty stable since, is it 2016? So for 4 years, but 15, so about nearly 10 years ago, or maybe, okay, let's try and get 10 years ago. Okay, let's choose that one. Okay, so it was about 7 rand to an Australian dollar. Well, it's less than 10 years ago, but who cares? So you will be actually probably, no, I would say definitely, you're going to lose money if you actually buy rand. So you pretty much only get these coins if you're actually interested. You can pick these up quite cheaply. This one is probably the most expensive, but you'll be paying probably less than $5 per coin with an exchange rate of about 50 cents. I'm probably reluctant to actually pay $5 per coin for that one, unless it's uncirculated. I would like to pay probably at $1 or $2 for a 5 rand coin, as well as all these ones. So these are actually all pretty high mint coins, so you shouldn't have any trouble in actually picking any of these coins up on eBay, or maybe just get them through friends. If someone you know is going to South Africa, just ask them to get you some coins so you can have for your actual collection. That's why I actually get a lot of my coins for my collection. I ask people if they're actually going overseas, but most people go to Asian countries that I know. Very few go to Europe. Plus, Europe uses the euro. I find the euro. I was quite excited when they first came out, but now I'm just, nah, that's okay. I'll leave the euro to itself. Anyway, let me know what you think about South African coins. I think they're actually quite an interesting coin lot to actually get, with a good design and with different languages issued every year. It just makes it interesting to collect South African coins. I'll leave a link down below to eBay and other places. Like I do have a forum, Facebook forum, but I'm actually on in Facebook jail at the moment, so I can't answer anything on that. As well as affiliate links, so I can actually earn a little bit of money if you purchase something, and that actually helps me to I do like to buy stuff to show on this channel, just to show you what is good and what is bad to actually buy. And going forward, I will definitely try and be more honest with you. Thank you very much. Have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.